I'm going to be discussing the polarity of Leo and Aquarius and going through a summary of the Leo season that we are currently in right now. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is the full moon that we had on August 1st. So, the sun was in Leo opposite the moon in Aquarius on that lunation. And then 15 days later, on August 16th, we had a new moon in Leo. So both of these lunations are very, very different. Because the full moon, we complete things, we culminate, things come to the surface where we can make endings that can pave the way for new beginnings in our lives. And the new moons are when the sun and moon conjoin, and it's a time of new beginnings and setting new intentions. Now, when it comes to Leo Aquarius, we're talking about two signs that overlap each other. So, Leo is all about how you want to show up to the group around you. Leo places a high emphasis on your personal life, your friends, your family, your circle. It is all about how I want to be loved based off of everyone around me. And that defines my value. That defines my self-love. But where that can get to the shadow side is when Leo places too much emphasis on the external world and how the external world judges and perceives Leo to be. Whereas when it comes to Aquarius, we're talking about you loving you just for who you are. And it's more about you being who you are in the whole midst of humanity. It really relates to I am who I am, and I am contributing my own piece of the puzzle to something greater, which is Aquarius, because it deals with the humanity. It deals with the all, it corresponds to the collective, but it's also very much related to the individual, and that, it takes the forest to, the trees to make up the forest. It takes each person to contribute their authenticity and their individual gifts and talents to contribute to the whole. Leo is very sort of emotionally connected, very much related to the heart, as a warm center for generosity and enthusiasm and fun and true love. And Aquarius can be detachment. So it's very lofty, it's very flighty, it's very intellectual, it takes the emotions and backs it up to a higher perspective and analyzes the emotions from an objective point of view. And so Aquarius doesn't want to get so wrapped up in the drama, but then Leo is not as cold as Aquarius can be. Because one of the shadow sides of Aquarius is becoming very cold and calculated and detached. And you're sort of standing on the sidelines and you are not doing your part to act on what you're inspired to do, what you're passionate about, what lights your heart and soul on fire. Shouting from the rooftops, whatever you want to. That's Leo energy. And you can lose some warmth and fun when you get too further down into the shadow sides of Aquarius. And when we're too sucked in Leo, it can be egoic, narcissistic, where we can back up to the super ego, which is Aquarius. Um, that, I think the question for the superego is, how can I do something that would be in for the highest good of all? So the moon in Aquarius, just Aquarius is about freedom. I'm marching to the beat of my own drum. And Leo is about you celebrating who you are and you finding, the people. It's all about, again, how people perceive you. So very much related to the group, whereas Aquarius couldn't care less about getting the attention, could care less about all those kind of things. Um, and so, you can see this, polarity of these two fixed signs opposite each other. Now, a couple of other little summaries. One of the extra flavors and layers of this Leo season is Venus retrograde in Leo, which is having us review really how we come across to others in a creative way and how others receive our self-expression. And in love, if there's any partner or anyone that has not loved us and adored us for simply being our authentic selves, and where the passion in love has sort of fizzled out. So we've been reviewing matters of the heart. We have been reaping karma from 8 years ago in 2015. We have been doing some deep internal reflection on love, beauty, all those kind of things. I mean, whatever lights your soul on fire, that's what we're marinating on when Venus is retrograde in Leo. So Mars is in Virgo. We can organize, we can be more efficient and productive. Mercury is in Virgo, soon to go retrograde, so we are becoming more detail-oriented, more judgmental on the low road of Mercury and Virgo, but also more precise in our communication. And then we had Lionsgate Portal, the new moon in Leo, courage, matters of the heart, generosity, all those themes abound with that new moon in Leo. So that's really just in general the Leo season, just sort of general overview and a contemplation with the astrological events that have taken place from July 23rd through August 22nd. So, bye everyone.